let me read you a special quote of the day from my favorite poetry book
Good morning.
titled
Yo, it's
Sick
like
Good
Day.
morning.
Everybody,
7:30
shut the fuck up
p.m.
for a second, please. It's called Sick Day.
Okay.
Give your soul a break. If you're tired of being hurt, just rest a while. And that is our message of the day. Anyway,
Oh
here
my
we are,
God.
back to
Okay.
episode.
Okay.
That was like, I don't know.
I
Okay.
do not
Anyways,
know.
here
Guys, he's had a long day. Justin's tired.
I
How are you
had
doing,
a long
Justin?
day. It's episode 2452. I don't know, whatever it is, doesn't
14.
matter. We're back here again. We got Mark, Justin, and Jess. We're back at it again. Jess is a little bit sad. She got feedback because she talks too much. But you know what? For all
Oh.
you listeners, it is what it is. Just keep listening and do you. Tune in every weekend.
Yo, it's fair criticism. I already
Yeah.
knew that, so it's all good.
But
Oh,
but you
good.
But,
but you know
yeah.
what? It's always good. Especially thanks for the feedback to everyone who's
Yeah.
given it to us. We
All I'm
always want
saying
to.
is they wouldn't care if you give them your social.
Oh my God. You think it's like that? Is it like that now?
That's like that.
Is it like that? Okay. 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 Let's get into the day, though, Justin. Justin had a long day.
I did too.
You did too?
I've had
You
a
have
long day.
You've had a long week. My birthday was on Tuesday. I was high. Like, of course I was high, but I was high and I had espresso and I hadn't slept the night before. So I was buzzed and I was just driving around all night, just
She
by
jerked off
myself,
everywhere
vibing.
she went that day.
I
In the
did
car,
not.
in the shower, in the
I did
bed,
not.
while eating cereal, using the left hand, of course.
Wow. Wait, what?
Wow.
Hold up. That's so detailed. That's like, bro.
Whoa, were you spying on her?
I know. That's kind of like,
Hey,
wait, Justin.
tell
I
me,
can't
tell me I'm
see you.
wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are absolutely wrong. But anyway,
That's a lie.
anyway.
Anyways,
Anyway, because Justin's had such a long day and a long week, he's been busy. We're gonna hit him with a couple stories.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna hit him with a couple stories. But Justin, we want your feedback. I'm gonna start with Mark. Mark, you're talking about the Vice video.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I know
whoa.
we're getting straight into the news. I know usually we chit chat, but
Like Vice, like the YouTube Vice, or like what are you talking about
No,
here?
no, no.
the
Like
documentary.
Vice. Vice is a documentary channel where basically
Ah,
I
yeah.
love just because they talk about everything and it's kind of very unfiltered and stuff like that. So I watch it normally every week. But what I watched is in the States currently there's a housing crisis, especially in a lot of the schools and a lot of the cities. So what's happening down there, which is sad, is a lot of people are actually living out of their cars. They're living out of their cars. There was a college, I can't remember where it is in California, but the students are living out of their cars. They basically go in the morning, have a shower, take whatever they need to class because they can't afford to live there. And that's actually happening all over the states, and it's
It's bec-
sad.
it's
You
becoming
know
a problem
what?
because they can't afford the rent, right? So it's like either you can't afford, like you're living in your car, you either, I don't even know how they live like that, but like shower. I
It's
guess they go to public washrooms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Damn.
It's you know what? It's sad because I thought about this before when I used to work at McDonald's, right? Because honestly, the bigger issue other than race and all that is that everybody wants to keep the poor poor. And what I mean by that is our system is so fucked up, right? For you to get a
Mhm.
job, you have to have an address,
Mhm.
right? For
Yeah.
you to have fucking to get yourself a your banking information to get paid, you have to have an
Yeah.
address. If you're homeless,
Man.
how are you supposed to get all of this, right? It doesn't give you the chance to fucking like what if there's a homeless guy who's willing to actually work
Mm-hmm.
and get out of his feet, right? Even with people living in their cars, how
Mhm.
can you get there? There's just so many things that stop us from getting a job. Like I remember one person because they didn't have banking info, they because they didn't have an address, we couldn't hire them. And I was just like, fuck, this is so shitty. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't escape that loop
No, and
once you're in there.
and that's the loop we're seeing just so much right now. And COVID, especially like here in Canada, is not bad, but in the States, people are getting evicted, and because the rules are different down there than here, and it's like they're
And the money
trying
they were.
so hard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They weren't getting serve payments as regularly as we were, right? Like, yeah, I'm not, again, we're not saying it's perfect here, but the stories that are coming out of the States, like connecting that one with the one, read that was we heard about the Flint water crisis and stuff, but apparently this is happening in a lot of places in the States where their water, like the pipes, so it's their infrastructure is so old and the pipes are so degraded that it's causing issues in a lot of different places. And the issue isn't that there is an issue, right? Like, of course, pipes you'd expect they get old after a while, but because they've been so poorly maintained, you're getting areas that don't have water for extended periods of time. Like the story that I was reading was this woman they haven't had water in a month, right? And
Like
as a
drinking
black
water
woman,
or like shower or any
just
like
any
water.
running water in their
Damn.
house, so no toilet, no water, no faucet, no tap. And she's a black woman, which I'm only saying because like it's just to expand on the struggle, right? So she's a mother, and the way they were surviving was they were taking baby wipe, they kind of wiping themselves down with baby wipes. If they had to go to the bathroom, they were kind of collecting their like basically their waste and just putting
If
bleach
it's
on
yellow,
it.
let it mellow.
Yeah.
If it's brown, flush it down.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just
Ah.
putting bleach on it, and then they were trying to make it work as much as they could. They were boiling water to kind of cook and stuff, right? But the problem became when she needed to go to work, she eventually had to shower, and then the only place she could shower was she had to rent a hotel room, but here she is spending her limited income on a hotel room so she can shower, so she can go to work to earn money. Like, it's such a cycle. You're spending, for her, that's a large portion of her income to be able to earn an income. And it's like, you're just setting, you know what I mean? Like, you're setting them up to fail because they don't have water,
They can't
man.
get
They
out of
can't
the
move
loop.
anywhere. They can't get out. She can't escape it. She's stuck there. So, I don't know. It's just fucked up to think that, like, I know this is a reality. I know it is, but when you really think about it, guys, like, it's just, it bums you out.
In
you
a
know?
world now where you can have literally a walking computer everywhere, but you can't have running water, yeah, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like honestly, you're a first world country. You know, you have to take, care of your citizens, and it's like it's. But then again, it's just like they don't care. Like, I.
It's more that it's the problem for me. It becomes when these and again, I know these kind of problems exist everywhere. World hunger, and we don't, like, as humans, we don't think about it because we can't live like that. You can't live thinking about it all the time, right? But when we get these reminders with these articles, especially with COVID, these situations that are getting exacerbated by the situation, it really hits you hard because you're already feeling so sad, like, for yourself, right? You're like, fuck, this sucks. But then you look at other people's experiences, you're like, holy shit, like, at least I have water, at least I have food. Because going a month without that kind of stuff, going a couple months, I don't know.
Yeah, like I remember like the 3-day power outage that we had like years ago. That was
Bro,
like the
5.
biggest. Well, okay. Well, for me it was 3 days, but like that was the biggest slash, first world problem that we had, and not be like, and that happens just everywhere, right?
Yeah.
I know, we're so bummed out, guys. Okay, but it is one of those things that I feel like it was important to talk about. But Justin, how do you feel?
How do you?
Honestly,
It gets you
like,
pissed off. I know it gets you
like-
pissed off, man.
It doesn't get like, yeah, it gets me pissed off, but honestly the main thing for me is I actually feel it makes me feel sad, right? Like when I see like people on the streets or just hear like, a mom, a father trying to take care of their kids, trying to go to work, right? So I had a single mom, right? Like it makes me sad. Like we still have these issues where, people have shit ton of food to eat, people have more than abundant of resources they have, but we have also people that have to drink water for dinner.
Yo, I was gonna say, for you guys working at McDonald's, I mean, one of the hardest things, my parents owned a grocery store for a while, and when I saw the amount of food we throw away because it just goes bad,
Yeah.
damn, man, like, vegetables and stuff, they go bad. You can't sell them, and they just throw them
Yeah.
away. And you're like, all this food we just toss. McDonald's, you just toss.
I think the
Toss it
perfect place that handles that is Cobb's Bread. They literally donate all the bread that they don't use to charities, like every single night.
Yes.
And
Yes, that is. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
yeah, and that's what we need to do, right? There's so many ways that we could fix things. It's just people just don't want to do. It's not that they don't want to do it. It's just it's
You know
not.
what it is? It's sometimes I feel like they think if they do something about it, it's admitting fault. You know what I mean? Like if they feel like if they release something saying, "Oh, we need to fix our infrastructure," it's implying that they missed it or something. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like sometimes there is that portion of, yo, if I say we need to do this, they're gonna be like, why the fuck didn't you do it before? And I don't want to open the door. So you just kind of stick by your guns, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're stuck in a place, so you're just like, no, we don't need it. It's kind of like when Texas, right? Like, when all that shit was going on and, you know, all the politicians were bailing and all that stuff. No one was taking responsibility. No one was saying, hey, yo, we fucked up, but don't worry, we're going to fix it. That's all anyone wanted. Just say, yeah, you own up to your shit, and then you say you fix it. I don't care then, right? We all fuck up. We all make mistakes, but own up to your shit, man.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting because, you know, our generation now has we're not going to take no shit attitude, right? Where finally, you know, this generation is good in some ways, but in other ways they are fucking idiots. But a lot of the times, like, we're speaking up about things that weren't spoken up before, right?
Yeah, it's the generation. I mean, we know the generation. It's the participation trophy one. We knew as kids, as like, you know, remember when we get trophies for nothing when we played soccer? Even if you lost, you get a trophy. And even as a kid, I'd be like, this is fucking stupid. I didn't earn this.
It's the dumbest thing fucking ever, man.
So stupid. Just collecting trash. It's like, I didn't earn this. So
yeah, I didn't get a participation trophy.
Well, my friend, you didn't participate enough.
I got medals and stuff at home. You know, I did good, but like, yeah, no participation trophies.
Yo, we're hitting that age though where we reminisce, don't you? Like, when I go back to my parents' place and I look at like the old, like, when I saw my team photo when I was a football team, and I'm just like, damn, man, like, I wanna go outside and play sports again. I want to go play kickball with somebody. I don't know. I just want to have fun. Like,
Jess, you probably would have obliterated me on the football field.
Yo, I was a lineman. That was dope. It was fun. But flag football was funner. Just because playing on the actual football team, man, guys they're dumb. And Abby wasn't that good. But anyway, I digress.
Abby, god damn, that's a low point. Now,
yo, man, we were Abby Falcons. Yo, we sucked. So it wasn't super fun. Flag football was more fun because, who cares? But getting back to the topic, yes, it's mighty sad. Yes, the States has their problems, but their vaccine rollout still, guys, it's.
I'm just
they're doing so good.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's not okay. So there's just so much bothering me right now, like everywhere. But like now it's like our COVID vaccine rollout is just shitty. It's terrible, right? We fucked up on that, and we continually still do. It seems like every single time we get to the point where we're ready to do something, it's like, oh, sorry, this vaccine's not good enough, or we don't have a delivery, and we had the option to, you know, manufacture, but they decided not to, so now that's the end of it. So it's just like,
yeah, it's a lot of missed opportunities, man.
Yeah, and like the biggest thing for me that's pissing me off is our frontline worker program that's on hold due to the AstraZeneca that people say gives you, and I'm just like, you are not willing to vaccinate people that need to get vaccinated. You know, like, we don't care, right?
The AstraZeneca one just really pisses me off, guys, because it really, when you look at the studies and you look at what the experts, it's not a risk. It's not a risk. It's not. But because people are being so, like, the result, what was the stat?
Even our jobs should be able to do this type of shit, you know? Like, hire someone who can fucking administrate it.
Yeah, and the issue is, like, our vaccines are behind, 1. 2, based on the stats today, apparently most of the people that are being hospitalized, and this problem is fucked, and it's pissing me off, but everything's pissing me off today. But He's so mad. No, like, I'm bothered because, like, the thing is, like, today, 1,300 cases. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, we locked down again. Ontario's locked down. Quebec's locked down. We're kind of locked down.
It's just the
back where we were.
It's the wording, and it's just like, we're 1 month behind Ontario.
Right.
Okay, you know, it's just like, we don't want to lock down. Our hospitalizations are mostly young people. The variant apparently is hospitalizing young people. That's what it is, right? And I'm just like, people are worried. Ontario's fully shut down. We have a high load of cases. Our vaccines aren't there. You know, they're just like, oh, you know what? It's just like kids.
Everything sucks.
Kids, if we keep them home, they're gonna still spread the virus. And I'm just like, and like, I just don't get it. And
okay, well, one thing about that really, really bugs me is the fact that, like, guys, my birthday was a couple days ago. The part that and I spent it by myself, and the reason being, I've been so bummed out or just so depressed recently, just thinking about the fact that it's a year later, And it's the same shit. Last year, my birthday was the same thing. It was full lockdown, all these cases, all this stuff. And a year later, we're in the same spot. Like, are you joking
Full circle,
me?
baby.
Get what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. Like, come on, man. Like,
how
have we still not gotten this done?
See, the thing that pisses me off the most though is here it's just like locking down or business. It's like they won't do it, and then you have a country like Australia and New Zealand who just wiped out COVID without any vaccines because they locked down, and that's happening with other countries too. It's like, I get businesses need to stay open. I get this, but
it's two things. It's inconsistent, right? And it's just like, it's sporadic. It's like you guys open and shut it. You're not changing anything each time you do it. Before we had a lockdown, legit, it was like you can't eat at restaurants, but the malls were still open, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Ontario, nothing is open, and there's actually pictures of them actually taping off like non-essential supplies as well in grocery stores. It's pretty awesome, but like, it's hardcore there. Like, if you leave your house,
no, man, it's not perfect there either. Don't hold up, because like,
it's not perfect, but it's fucking better here. I mean,
no, it's not. The coworkers I have in Ontario and Quebec,
make sense.
I'm about to get
it doesn't
educated.
make sense. So in Quebec, in Ontario, the coworkers I have in Ontario, they've been bitching about the fact that the major areas that are having problems are Peel and Toronto, right, where people are not giving a shit, and they're fucking up the numbers for everywhere. So where she lives, the cases are maybe 30, some days only a couple. But because the two major areas, like Toronto, are so fucking bad and they're not keeping their shit together, particularly young people, it's fucked. And then meanwhile in Quebec, there was another community that was just going ham, right? Like, everybody else is locked down. There was one or two communities that were just, it was COVID central. And now, because they're so high risk, or just it's spread everywhere, they're vaccinating them first. So I got them pissed at Quebec, being like, why the fuck are you rewarding the people who have been screwing us over this whole time, the reason we keep having these lockdowns? And Ontario over there, which is just inconsistent, like, why are you punishing us all because of one where they're still doing whatever the fuck they want? You're not actually holding them back, and the inconsistencies and the restrictions are still there. You can go to Walmart still, you can only get groceries, but Walmart's still open. Meanwhile, other stores aren't. Like, you're still letting those guys profit where little mom and pop shops can't. It's that kind of inconsistency, yo. Costco and Walmart can still sell groceries, but all these little restaurants that you're just limiting because some limited communities are being stupid, you're putting them out of business. What the fuck? Like, you can't just blind, like, buckshot everything thinking something's gonna hit something, you know? There's no plan when they do this.
Even the restaurant ones, to me, doesn't fucking make sense, right? You come in the line, you got a mask on, then when you eat, everybody has their mask off. It's the same fucking shit. The rules don't make sense.
Yeah. So for me, if they want to have restaurants open at this point, check people's IDs for addresses. If they're not in the same household, they don't get served, because that's a problem. It's like, I can be like, hey Justin, let's you, me, and Jess go out to a restaurant because we can, and three other people. No, that's how shit spreads. Like, that shouldn't happen. It should be fine. Like, if you want to keep businesses open, great. Let's check people's IDs if you're not in the same household. But funny story, actually, I was thinking about this today. It's like, could you imagine my parents and I going into a restaurant and be like, it's not even the same color. What do you mean you live at the same?
Well, the thing with the restaurants is, it's inconsistency, because some restaurants, like, if you go to Richmond, right, you go out to eat there, you go to some restaurants, it is, they take your temperature, you have to check in, you have to, like, do your whole, like, scan the QR code, they spread you out, not like a little bit, like, there's a booth all the way around, you're so spaced out. There is the part where you can still go eat with friends, but that comes to you and your responsibility, right? Like, you're a fucking adult at some point too. I get it, people don't listen. But because people don't listen, again, everyone gets punished, right?
Yeah.
But my problem is with the lockdowns, if you look at all the provinces, I know we're highlighting BC, Ontario, and Quebec. Look at the lockdowns. Each one is different. Our numbers are not... the same situation happens everywhere, though. That's my problem. Everyone did it a different way. Some were more strict, some were more not. But no one just did it. No one committed. No one just said everything's locked down for 1 or 2 months and that's it. Because they kept doing the open, shut thing, it's like, now we're still here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, man. This could have been done last year. Fine, we fucked up. Now the vaccine rollout's happening. That's fucked up. It's like,
yeah, because it's kind of funny when people say, oh, no, people aren't dying anymore. And it's just like, by the way, elders that have been dying is 88% less now. So they're not anymore because they're all getting vaccinated. So
what I hate is that people don't understand that, like, you know how everyone keeps saying we don't know what the vaccine's going to do. We don't even know what COVID's going to do. There's studies coming out now that people who had COVID are they may have future neurological damage. They're studying that now. Other impacts. People think it's just a flu, but the way it takes over your body, it fucks your lungs, it fucks your brain, it does a lot of other shit that even though you feel better, it's wrecking you long term. You get what I'm saying?
Something came to me too. So
What's
just
that?
to highlight the severity of like one variant, look at the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh
So
shit.
one
All
variant
20?
case
20 of them?
took out
Done.
25 of the
25
25 players.
There's a lot of people,
fucking
man.
knuckleheads, yo. Done.
So now you have an entire team and the thing I want to kind of stress is these are the most in shape players, the most fit players. They're young, yet a lot of them are unbelievably sick right now.
Oh yeah, Mark, we saw that with the NFL, right? Look at Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He was not the same after COVID. A lot of these athletes who got it, you could see it. It was still impacting them because, like, especially with your lung capacity as an athlete, you need to be able to breathe. If your lungs are fucked, what the fuck can you do?
Exactly.
Can't run up and down a court. I can barely run now.
Exactly. And you know, it is severe. Like for me, like I'm just really nervous right now because like I travel to work, I have to commute, I have to do this, and it's like deep down inside with everything that's happening, it's almost like
Deep down inside.
I'm feeling my time is
Sorry.
coming, and I shouldn't be
What do you
feeling
mean your
like
time
this.
is coming?
Like I'm gonna
What
get
do you
it.
mean? So epic.
Oh,
You're
you're
not
gonna
gonna
get
get it. You're not gonna get
Wait,
it. One
I
thing.
thought you got it already.
No.
No, he didn't get it. He keeps thinking
Oh,
he
you
gets it. Mark's
you're
had
one of
many
those.
many close calls.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm
He's a bit of a
apparently,
hypochondriac.
apparently I'm strike 2 at work, but
Yeah, he's a
Stupid.
bit of a hypochondriac. But the thing is, there was another study. I know there's too many studies, and I know all this shit changes. Not studies, sorry. The CDC said that it's actually very hard to get COVID off surfaces. Like get it like from contact of surfaces. It's mostly just the moisture in the air type vibe. Like you're with somebody, they had it, that kind of thing. So surfaces, if you're the ones who are like bleaching everything when you touch it, I mean, still wipe it down, but ease up on the fucking your shit up just because you're scared of getting COVID. The NFL draft, sorry, I know that's boring. That's not going to interest Justin.
Well, I did see on when I was on IG for a short time. I did see one of the I don't know whoever watches baseball. I saw the U.S. opened one of their baseball fields at full
Texas
capacity.
Rangers, 40,000
Yeah.
people in a
Yeah.
stadium without masks.
Boom, done.
What
Boom.
the
Money.
America?
They need money.
But I thought they all got the vaccine. That's what they opened. Did I read that wrong?
They may have. They got money. They probably vaccinated. Everyone's getting
Yeah,
vaccinated. The rich are
probably.
going to be able to buy it. It's going to be done. At that point, sports going to open up, which I'm really hoping for you. Honestly, my goal this year is, and I was thinking about this recently too, I want to go to a Bucks game. I need to see Tom Brady one more time because he's going to retire soon.
I'll go to
guys.
Florida
This
with
year,
you.
next year. I'm going. I'm going to buy the ticket. They go on sale in a couple of weeks. I'm ready. And I just hope the border opens up by then. Because I know the vaccines and stuff will roll out. I know I should be vaccinated by then. But it depends on the border. Because if they keep that shit shut, we're stuck. But I'm going to buy that ticket. Because that, and I really want to see LeBron play. I'm not even a huge LeBron fan, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you're not going to see a player like this again. Might as well go to a basketball game, you know? Let's go to a Lakers game. I feel like it's a bucket list thing. Have some fun. That goes back to like me saying I want to go out, hang out with people, play sports. Like I'm just bored, man.
Me too, dude. Honestly, I'm trying to think of last year. I don't
Yeah.
have a clear memory. It's so foggy.
It's all
Like-
blurred together.
Yeah.
Like what happened in November? I have fucking no idea. What happened Christmas? I can't even remember.
We were working, that's why we were crazy busy. Sorry guys, I'm also smoking. But yeah, we were busy. It's like, I remember the lockdown, then it's a blur. Then I remember August, because, and then it's a blur. And then December, Christmas happened somewhere, right? Yeah. And now we're
Yeah.
here now. That's
Yeah,
it.
we're here.
Even now, we're in April already of 2021, guys. We're a quarter of the way through this year. Isn't that weird to think about? A third almost.
I still remember the days when we had like fucking 20 cases.
When was that?
Remember when that was scary?
remember.
We're like, yo, it was 4.
I-
Oh, yo, there's 20 today. It was 60.
There's 40.
And now we're rocking at like 1,500 a day. Like, oh, shit. Shit.
Fuck, man.
We're fucked. Yo, come on. Someone have any happy news? Do we have anything peppy to talk about? Anything fun we
Any
read?
happy news?
Oh, yeah. Do you guys
Go
know what
for it.
NFTs are?
What?
Never
What?
mind. We're not going to talk about it.
Sounds
I'll edit.
sexual.
I'm going to edit this up. It'll make it entertaining, but I'm going to throw some topics up. We'll see what's interesting, okay?
No, it's NFT.
Okay, so so an NFT directly is a non-fungible token, okay? Here's the definition. A unit of data on a digital ledger called a blockchain. And I think blockchain is what it's called, like where Bitcoin and stuff is, whatever. Basically what this is digital digital trading cards in a sense. But instead of just trading cards, you can athletes can record moments or little clips, special highlights, and they're unique to that unit of data, like that NFT, and you can trade and exchange these. But it's all virtual. It's kind of like Bitcoin, and it's new. It's this weird idea. And the only reason I'm talking about it is
video that you can trade.
it's not just a video. It's kind of like, it can be a picture. It can be anything. It can be art, audios, video, voice recordings, and it's just like this file, I guess, or like a unit of data that is privately traded, and it's basically it's like a Bitcoin. It's like you can buy it and it's yours. And this is a new market that's starting up, and it's happening with athletes and sports, like that kind of stuff first, but they're thinking it's going to spread just like Bitcoin did. It's like a new market. Tom Brady has recently announced he's actually launching an app where you can be able to trade these things. So it seems to be something that's really, really growing amongst athletes and the sports world. So it's brand new, and it's the point where I'm even looking at maybe it's something you want to invest in, kind of thing. It's some people are arguing that this is bullshit. It doesn't exist, right? It's like what is the value of this? It's like someone just owns a file. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, that sounds cool, but
it's just like Bitcoin.
We just
that's
copy
not real
that.
money.
Can we just copy the files though?
I don't know. I don't understand it completely yet, but it's kind of like Bitcoin. When the Bitcoin came out, and people are like, oh, it's like this money that's on da 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 da. And people were saying it's not real money because it's not, you can't exchange for goods and stuff.
It's not like
but
physical.
Now look at it. Exactly.
Yeah.
But now those are the doubters. But now look at Bitcoin and how big it is. So I'm kind of thinking NFT, it's this new thing where, non-fungible token, you can trade it. I don't completely understand. It's kind of like crypto, kind of not. But I definitely think it's something that, if you're an investor or something, you want to watch something, I think this is worth investing in. I don't know. I might buy an NFT. I don't know. I want your guys' thoughts on it. It's something really weird.
No, I mean, that sounds cool, right? It's kind of like the way I'm thinking it, where I can, what's the right word? Like what reminds me of it is kind of like having that cool trading card that nobody else has, right? But then with files, with the technology we have now, wouldn't it be easier to copy and then it won't be as special, so the value kind of goes down?
So here's what I'm looking at.
That's
The
what I'm
Verge.
thinking.
Here's The Verge. I'm looking at the article, right? And it's kind of, so it's a non-fungible token, blah, blah, blah. It more or less means that it's unique and can't be replaced with something else. For example, a Bitcoin is fungible. Trade one for another Bitcoin. You'll have exactly the same thing. A one-of-a-kind trading card, however, is non-fungible. If you traded it for a different card, you'd have something completely different. So if you gave up a Squirtle and got a Honus Wagner, whatever, that's the example they give you.
Yeah.
How does it work? At a very high level, most NFTs are part of the Ethereum blockchain. It's a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, but its blockchain also supports these NFTs, which store extra information that make them work differently. I don't know. It's like NFTs can be anything digital, such as drawings, music, your brain downloaded and turned into an AI.
So how do people buy it?
I guess it's off these. I'm trying to understand. That's what Tom Brady's kind of launching, is a platform for it. I'm sure there's platforms that already exist where you can buy it, but it's just one of those things really vague. And there's people. And here's the kind of money that's into it too. There was somebody who paid $390,000 for a 50-second video by Grimes. I don't know who that is. There was a $6.6 million trade for a video by Beeple. There's this big money being traded on these things. And it's just a digital trading card, which I'm not sure. Maybe it's not copyable. I don't know. But
If it's not,
big money.
That's cool. That'd be pretty dope. That's a whole new market that is opening up. Legit, the people have say in what it cost.
Mm-hmm. I guess this is where the value comes in from. Here's what they're saying. It's like a Van Gogh. Yes, you can make copies, but only one person's going to have the original. And that's the difference. That's where you're so if you have the original NFT,
okay, I like that.
that's the value because you have the original. Everyone else you can share it, I guess, or whatever, and show people.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna have the original. Like you own that moment. You own that highlight. That's yours.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I know that was a really bad explanation, guys. I'm trying my best here, but it's something.
No, the last part
I
you said
really...
makes sense.
Okay. But there's somebody who paid $20,000 for a video clip of Logan Paul. I'm not joking. Like, there's money in this shit.
I mean, that's old. Like, you can pay like the actors now that are like B-list or C-list that are being forgotten. Like, people pay them to like maybe be in their like voicemail or like say greetings to their like mother, things like that.
What is that
I don't
called?
know.
I know.
Cameo?
There's an app. Yes, Cameo.
Yeah.
Cameo. Yeah. You can pay like. Honestly, there's some pretty famous people on there to record anything. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Hi bye. That kind of shit. Especially for TV shows, I think it's pretty dope because those actors usually are willing to do it. But for us, if you love a TV show, that person could be just as insanely crazy to you as like Brad Pitt or something. I guess that's a really bad example.
That's funny you
get what
said
I mean.
that. I want to do one for Brad Pitt for my mom, but I'm pretty
No,
sure he's
really?
fucking expensive. My
Oh,
mom
fuck,
loves
he's probably
Brad Pitt.
not
She's
on there,
all the
yo.
movies.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt doesn't need Cameo money, yo. Brad Pitt doesn't. You know who's on Cameo? Snoop, apparently. Snoop Dogg's big on Cameo. He loves that shit. Yo, imagine Snoop saying some shit to you on your birthday. I'd be...
Happy motherfucking
That'd be
birthday.
bad.
Birthday.
dog.
Yes.
From
Yes.
the double G.
Yes. Okay, so when I was driving around, I was playing like old school music. I really wanted to listen to music I used to listen to in high school, and somehow like it started from all that like Snoop, like what was it, Drop It Like It's Hot and all that stuff, and somehow I ended up at like Hillary Duff and all the white girl shit I listened to.
Whoa, damn,
I was
that's a
having
throwback.
so much fun. I was having so much fun. Hillary Duff, Lindsay Lohan.
Dude.
The words come out of you,
Duff,
man. Natasha Bedingfield. I bet if I played one of those old school white girl songs, you guys would even know the words. It just comes out of you.
Feel
It's those
the
songs that are on the
rain
radio all the time.
This is what
No one
dreams are made of.
Yes.
No.
Somebody to love. Paulo, sing it for me.
You know the movie. Yo, he knows the
No one
movie.
doesn't feel this
Bro.
for you. Donna, you can
I
let
love
it
this
in.
man.
No one else. Is that Natasha
Yeah.
Bedingfield?
Yes, it
Jesus,
is. No.
fuck.
It comes out of you. Because remember, man, when we were kids, guys, when we were kids, remember like the radio and stuff, like you'd be listening to Beat 94.5 on the way to school. They play those songs over and
Yeah,
over.
dude.
And even when you weren't paying attention, they got into your head. So if I play some of those old school songs now, it just comes out of you. And it's
Bro,
fun,
it hits
honestly.
different, bro.
It's
It hits
fun.
different.
Well, yeah, because
does.
because I like grew up on, believe it or not, like AC/DC, Slipknot, eventually like I
believe it.
pretty
I believe
dark shit, but like it was good back in the day. Got me through some pretty good times.
It's
You know?
still good. Guys, when I hear all those people like, oh, misogynistic lyrics, yo, I love those songs. They still get me hyped. Nelly? God damn. Nelly was like, any song he dropped.
You just like the black.
What about Nelly Furtado, though?
The what? Nelly
The
Furtado?
promiscuous girl?
Nelly
Forget
Furtado.
that one. No, hold up. I'll play a Nelly Furtado for you right now. I know Justin's gonna sing. One sec. I know, and we might get copyright. Will we get copyright?
Yep.
Okay, I'll bleep it out later, but I'm going to make Justin sing right now. Watch this.
Let's hear it. Dude, I just checked out. There is no Brad Pitt on this app. Damn it!
Wow, you actually went there too, didn't you?
I went. Yeah, there's no, like, there's famous actors on here, but damn, Brad Pitt he's too famous. Doesn't need it.
Well, why would he need it?
You know, maybe for his fans. Like, dude, my mom made me watch all the Brad Pitt's movies when I was young. Bro, I legit probably know all the words.
Was that like
Oh,
was that like a Filipino thing?
I still
No,
need to
it's just my
watch
mom.
How Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I still need to watch that because
Bro.
I
Yeah, me
love
too.
Leo. I love Leonardo DiCaprio. But ready,
Bro.
Justin? Tell me you don't know this song. Ready?
I don't know. Oh my god!
what
Wow, what a
a
fucking throwback. See, family?
This
This is why the music back then was so much better. Nowadays, it's just trash to me.
Because it was memorable. What's kind of trippy though, when you listen to those old songs, I'm not gonna lie, it hits different. It definitely does. Avril Lavigne, With You, listen to that. It expresses your pain. I'm like, I finally get these lyrics. They finally make sense. I don't
People
know.
aren't heartbroken like they were before, man. They need that hurt.
We need that pain.
You know, because
Maybe-
back then there was no like Tinder, like fucking Bumble to like
Exactly.
ease the pain away. Back then, you like
Yes.
thought about it.
That,
What's in your
that
heart,
back
your-
then, back then,
Letters, journal
no,
entries.
not even. Back then it was MSN Messenger, bro.
Bro.
Get on my level.
Remember when you got
Remember-
like that cool like what did they used to call them? They weren't called emoticons.
Nudges?
What are they
Oh no,
called?
the emojis. Well, not emojis, but like the
They weren't called
smileys when you
emojis.
could customize them.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, those were so sick, man. Remember you download them, you're like, oh, I got a new one.
Guys, remember just like how hyped you'd get when like you'd see a
Your
message.
crush,
someone's
your crush comes
Yes.
online.
Yes. And then you're
Oh,
trying
and
to
then-
message
and
them
then
and
you
your
put,
parents are
like- You put like
what?
away from keyboard, but if you really want to message me,
Yes!
here type of thing. Oh my god! But you're really there the entire time.
you know, the games we play, I 100% do that. You put yourself on away because you don't want to seem like, oh, I'm always online, but you also
Yeah.
want people to message you, so you're just like, I'll leave myself on away.
Exactly.
You come home from school, you see like 2 highlighted little orange flashes, you're like, yo, man, I have friends. We're
Right? You know,
so
back then, it made me realize now that I kind of hate people. Like back then,
Facts.
right? You're in school, you talk to your friends, right? In between classes, lunch, or with them the entire day. You go home, right? You either call your friends and be like, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? What's going on?" You talk on the phone, even
Mhm.
spending a few like hours with them, or just going on MSN talking about your day. Like,
Mhm.
it's not like that anymore, man. It's just like now that you see everything, like what's going on, it's like I don't want to see your life anymore.
100%
I mean, for
agree with
me.
you, dude. No, I 100% agree with you because the thing is, the difference was back then, right? Like TV shows would come on at certain times, movies. Like right now, we just have so much content, right? You have Netflix, movies to entertain yourself at all times, YouTube. Your friends,
Yeah.
you see their social media posts. I see you post on WhatsApp or Twitter or
Yeah.
Insta, whatever. Like I know what's going on in your life. I don't need to ask you. You're telling
Yeah.
me. Snapchat, you're snapping me every day. So why do I need to
Yeah.
ask you how you doing? You know?
Right?
Well, no,
Like
well, no,
that,
because
it's
like honestly, like back in the day, we just didn't have the, you know, like when we came home, it wasn't something like we turn on the TV. Well, TV was kind of mediocre back in the day, but like
Yo,
You would
did
actually
just say
go
it's
outside-
mediocre?
100%.
Excuse
was
me?
back in the
Come
day.
back from school, Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob,
Yes,
you
Fairly
got
Odd Parents,
Anime at Night,
Jimmy
Dragon Ball,
Neutron.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z,
but
Dragon Ball GT.
There wasn't like Netflix back in the day. You know, it was different. You know,
But
like
the-
you didn't
but-
have the options you did now.
Okay, I would argue though, we had patience, dude. We would wait day after day, week after week, just for something to happen in our favorite shows. Dragon Ball Z,
That
if you
is true.
rewatch it, guys, it's hard waiting for Goku to like pump up the spirit bomb type thing. It's like, dude, come on, it's been 3 episodes.
Next
Like,
episode
let's-
on
let's
Dragon
get-
Ball Z.
Well, Goku, finally. Like, no. And then he misses. You're like, are you fucking really 4 weeks of just
Next
that shit?
episode on Dragon Ball Z.
and
Will
then
he finally get him after the 15th kick?
yeah, and then if you ever came home early, it was normally like Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos.
Oh, we
and,
all
like,
watched that.
Days
We all
of
watched
Our
that way
Lives.
too young. Guys, we watched Maury way too young. We all know that. We watched
And then you stay
Maury.
late at night. Girls Gone Wild. Anybody remember that?
Ooh.
Is
When,
it just
uh,
me? No.
Damn,
Okay.
Yes. No, I agree. There were certain channels that at night you flip over, you're like, what is this? It's like softcore porn on TV. You're like, what the fuck is this? How did I find
Yeah,
this?
damn.
You're scared to turn off the TV because you think it's gonna go away.
I know. Fuck, man. Life
it
then
never-
was
but it
just
never
a lot
went.
easier.
You know what really happened to us though, guys? LimeWire is what fucked us up. When you download a song and then you open up porn and you're like, whoa, there's
man.
porn on
Yeah,
this?
yeah, giving yourself
Oh
AIDS.
shit.
You download an
AIDS.
X-Men movie, you got like one girl getting fucked by 5 Russian guys and
Yes.
shit. You're like, what the fuck is this?
We were so bored. If you think about it, honestly, that's what it is. We were just trying to entertain ourselves. That's why we were watching shit like Two Girls, One Cup. We were just like, yo.
That was
just-
that was.
that was a moment.
I bet you
yeah.
none of these like if the young like if you're younger and you haven't seen Two Girls One.
We watched weird shit, guys. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I watched Two Girls, One Cup, you know the opening scene? I thought it was soft serve ice cream in the cup. I'm like,
Yo,
what is that? Oh,
same
shit.
here. I was
Yeah,
I
and,
was so
then you get
confused
slapped
with
with
details.
reality, and it's just like, ooh, that ain't ice cream.
And you know what?
That is
Hey,
not
you know what I
chocolate
learned?
ice cream.
You know what I learned that most people don't know? You know what that was, that video? That was a
What?
trailer for a movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Shut
it
up.
was.
Well,
100%.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Look at fucking Centipede, bro.
Wait.
That
Oh,
is
the
true.
human centipede. That was weird too, yeah.
But yeah, I found that out a couple years ago and it blew my fucking mind.
Damn, I had no idea. I just honestly was confused by the concept of two girls, I don't know, making out over shit. Anyway, we were bored. And we did whatever we could entertain ourselves. But through that, we were really social, I guess, too. Because, like, the only way you entertain yourself is through your friends. Talking about TV shows and stuff.
And you just wanted to talk to them. Now it's like,
I know it's still there. And I know people are going to say, yo, you're just acting like millennials or whatever. But no, it is still there. But it's a little bit different. It's a bit more disconnected. Because, yeah, you know so much about everyone's life. Or people know so much about your life. That it's just... different. It's like a different sort of... We're more about privacy. We're more about being a bit more reserved because... I don't know. I think it's just different.
Yeah, man. Like, some of my Facebook memories that come up, I'm just like, ooh, Jesus. The fuck was I thinking?
I know, it's like the girlfriend you broke up with like 7 years ago. Your message come up of being like, I love you, baby. Happy 1 month. And you're like, where that fucking... right? It's like... Damn.
1 week, 1 month, all that. Like, we were so young. And the internet was so new. We were just like, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. We can, like, Google shit. Or we were using Yahoo at the time? I don't even remember.
Yahoo and Ask fucking Jeeves.
Ask
Bro.
Jeeves!
What's the gaming website we all used to go on?
Miniclip, Addicted
Miniclip. Oh my, yeah, Addicted Games.
Shockwave.com.
Neopets. Jesus fuck, we're throwing back so hard right now.
We used to go to actual websites like HotWheels.com. Like, we had to go to the actual toys.
Oh my god, CartoonNetwork.com.
Cartoon Network. We didn't have YouTube. We used Vivo to play music videos, all those fucking ads and shit.
I forgot about Vivo.
And it would only be like 2 minutes of the song. Oh my god.
Damn, Vivo.
We knew what struggle was. Burning our CDs, man.
Oh
listening to the
God,
same songs.
yes.
Trying to decide which music to delete so you can add more to your MP3.
Yeah. Because the limited
God.
space. And the iPod Touches came out, and we were like, what? Was it?
And now you're just like, give me all of them.
Sorry, that was me. Phone was ringing. Now okay. Guys, when we start recording these things in person, we're going to have so much fun. I got like Uno cards. I got an N64. Like, I just want to have fun.
Yeah, we can do different. Yeah, I got games. You know, I just ran into. I'm still on the Cameo app. Pussycat Dolls, man. I love them.
Wait, which Pussycat doll? Which doll?
I don't know her exact name, but it's the short hair blondie that wears like the. Here, let me find.
So not Nicole Scherzinger, not the main one.
No, Nicole, she's cool. She's dope. Like, amazing singer, but she wasn't vocally. She was my favorite, but man, something about this girl. Hold on, let me find her name.
Oh, Justin's gone. Pussycat Dolls.
Pussycat
Remember all the reality shows we had too?
Yeah.
Remember, like, finding the next Pussycat doll, finding the next Much Music host, finding, just voting.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious now.
Oh, Kimberly Wyatt.
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yo, she is hot though.
Stick
Her
with you,
eyes.
bro? Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Music back then was just a little bit different.
Even if it was trash, I feel like there's a certain amount of like, we're just trying to have fun and like that kind of shit. It was either really like a lot of pain, really depressing shit, or it was like, fuck everything, we're gonna take over the world energy. And I like both of those. And I feel like music now, sometimes yes, it does resonate with me. Like we talked about Pop Smoke recently. There's a lot of new music that I do love.
Mm-hmm.
But we're always gonna be nostalgic for our shit, and even the stuff we grew up on, like the '80s rock and roll and that type of stuff. I don't like any rock now, or like all the older stuff. Mostly because I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah, I saw the same. Like I was listening to what's the name? Like Mr. Brightside.
Killers.
Oh my
Killers.
god.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Like honestly, like those songs though, I can sing word for fucking word, all of them.
Even if you don't know.
The new ones I can't remember, bro.
Panic at the Disco. There was that one song we all sang.
Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance.
Oh man.
Simple Plan was that basic Canadian group.
Simple Plan. Damn.
How could all this happen to
To me, yeah.
I made my mistake.
There's nowhere to run. Fading away. Sorry, I can't sing, guys.
But like it resonated with all of us though.
It does.
Yeah.
Cause life is a nightmare, man. You grow up.
You know what it is, man? We're probably resonating with those people because they're our age. Like we're their age.
Yeah.
Now.
Guys, the NFL is still my main source of entertainment. I've been keeping up with the draft and stuff, right? But also Tom Brady and him sharing his thoughts. So like, recently, he was doing this interview with like Michael Strahan, right?
Mhm.
And he was talking about, and Michael was asking about like how the whole Tampa Bay shift, and Tom Brady basically said, you're in a place for 20 years, you think there's only one way to do things, then you go somewhere else and you realize there's another way. And there's some commentary, like a lot of the sports channels, they commented on it, but the thing that kind of hits me is like, the thing that people kind of connected with is that's all of us. Isn't that true? Like, he was in a place, same job, same system for 20 years, right? And I feel like all of us in life, we get to a place where we get into a rut, right? You have your way of doing things, and you kind of peak, right? And you're just at a rut. You hit that ceiling. And then you see a change, there's another opportunity or something else in life, like a change. But you're scared, you're hesitant because you're so comfortable where you are. And I think we all know that, even where we work, right? You get comfortable and you get scared to leave. But sometimes you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That quote, I don't know who it goes to, but like that quote is so true, where you got to make that jump. You got to
Exactly.
make that change.
Yeah, you have to try new things, and like, and that's it's kind of like, you could be like, he is like one of the greatest of all times, right? But it's like, he's not just because he's won a whole, like, he went to another team, they were like, he took them all the way to the end, right? And that's something that a leader has, and it's something that people just don't do. And I think, you have to try to, put yourself out there and just try new things, right? Because if you're bored in one job, you just, like, how is that going to make you happy?
Or how are you going to reach your potential, right?
Exactly.
Like, you're doing good where you are, but you could do more. And just what you said, Mark, like, he is like the greatest of all time, in my eyes, the GOAT for quarterbacks. But it's not so much about that, though. It's more about just him doing that. Like, anyone can relate to that. That you get comfortable. You maybe it's your friends, maybe it's whatever, and you get scared to leave. And it's hard to identify in that. Like, sometimes hard to say, you know what, this is a moment in my life, this is a phase in my life, but I need to keep growing. I need to move on. I need to put this behind me. And you got to let go of that fear and kind of just and put yourself out there and be vulnerable and set yourself. You could fail, or you could succeed.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
At least you're
People
not in your
forget
rut
sports
anymore.
is a job still,
It is. People always toss in the fact, they're like, oh, well, he went to a team that's fully loaded. It's like, no, that was the only team that gave him an offer, first of all. But that has nothing to do with that. It's more just us. So, like, my message to everybody, especially with COVID, and like, we're all getting into ruts, right? That's what's driving us insane. We're bored because our days are the same. They're all blending together. We're in a rut, right?
Yeah.
And maybe we can't do any big changes. We can't do big things, but I think it's important to give ourselves, introduce little things. Pick up a new hobby. I know it's so cheesy to say, pick up a new hobby, but I mean it, man. Like,
Look at
try
us.
something new. Like, I pulled up an N64, that kind of thing, right? Like, just do something different. Do something new. It could be something small, but like, you gotta give yourself something, because otherwise the days blend together and there's nothing holding you up. If you get what I mean. Sorry.
Follow your dreams. If you need to try new things, just ask Justin. He'll give you some new things that you could try.
Oh my God. Mark, what
What are
you
you
and
talking
Justin
about?
do in your private time is between you two. Okay?
But what if it's not private time, though?
Well, why y'all roping me into this? Anywho's.
Anyway, Jess wants the clitoris 5,000, and I'm going to get it for
Whoa! I mean, you offered. You said, hey, do you want this for your birthday? And I said, yeah, why not? It seems like a good
why?
present. It's like a gift that keeps on giving, no?
Oh my
Nobody
God,
said-
literally.
Nobody said it was a bad thing. I don't know why you...
Needed
Why
to
the
defend
heck?
myself?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Fuck it. Yeah, I wanted a clip massager. What are you going to say?
Yeah, man. Whatever makes you happy, right? You got to be happy during these times,
Exactly. Yo, make sure
Yeah.
you masturbate, Keith. I don't know how
Bro,
to fucking end
honestly-
this, yo.
Honestly, here's the message to everybody.
What's up?
It's not a bad thing if you want to masturbate, and if you want to masturbate, go for it. If you're a guy, I don't want to see it. If you're a girl, I also don't want to see it, but do you. Just jerk off a couple days.
Wait,
you'll
I don't
feel
get
good.
why you had to state that. You don't want to see it.
I was gonna say it the other- No, I was gonna
Because
say
do
the
not
other way
do
around,
not-
and then I remembered, don't be sexist, Justin. And so,
Don't be sexist, Justin.
so I was like, fuck it. I don't want to see none. But just jerk off if you gotta jerk off. If you're at work, take a
Bust your
30-minute
nut.
break.
Like,
Yeah, go on your bed, bust your clit, bust your nut, go back. You'll
Flick
be
your
happy. You know
bean.
what? If I had superpower and I got this from my friend, it would be post-nut clarity.
Wait, what? What is
Jesus,
that? What do you mean?
that's wait, what?
Do you know what post nut clarity is?
Why the fuck
Like,
would I know what that is?
Okay, let me guess
Because you're a
first.
fucking guy.
Bro, let me guess first. Is it when
Okay.
after you nut and then you realize like everything kind of like the fog goes away and you're just like, holy shit, what did I just fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you think straight, right? Right? So like you jerk off before you meet a girl, and if you feel like still meeting that person, you'll go. If you're just like, it's for whatever, you'll be lazy. So
Yo,
post
that
nut
advice
clarity.
works both ways.
It
For
does.
girls too, yo. Flick
Yeah.
your bean before you go, because it's a totally different energy.
Exactly.
Don't back up your balls.
Exactly.
On that
And with
note,
that-
just
On
to
that
take us
note,
out,
take
bro.
us out.
On
Pull
that
out,
note,
Justin.
love, peace, and I'll see you all next time.
I thought he would say,
we'll
"Oh,
see you
yeah."
all next time.
I thought he would say, oh.
Oh yeah.